Stand Up Diaries with Michelle Christine.
Hello and welcome to Stand Up Diaries, entry 159, and this one's called My First Week in LA. And I went to a dollar store to get a few things, and I picked up some paper. The only printer paper they had these cool candles and fireworks around it in a little frame, but I kind of like it. I think it gives it a little bit of a festive feel. And so here I am in Los Angeles. This is my little studio apartment. So behind me, there's a bed over there. There's a couch and a coffee table over there. In the back corner there's a little chair with a little keyboard. Then there's a closet there. Wait. Am I pointing in the right direction? It's kind of hard. I'm looking at the opposite direction. Anyway, there's a closet behind me. There's also some dressers. The bathroom is in there. The kitchen is behind me. So it's actually all I need. It's just myself here. I moved in July 16th, which was yesterday. I'm here till September the 1st. I'm renting off this guy who he's just a prof at a college here, and he does philosophy classes. So he said he has a little property in the mountains he likes to go to in the summer. Also maybe because his apartment does not have air conditioning, but there's a fan blowing up top. And actually the nights have been cool here, so the nights aren't too bad. So I actually closed the window when I was getting ready to go to sleep because I was a little bit chilly. So, and then I woke up this morning and it was it was a little bit warm, but I don't know, I've always complained about being too cold. So I feel if I'm feeling great in this apartment, most people would be this is unpleasant, but I'm enjoying the temperature in here, and I'm enjoying the area. It's a part of town really close to Los Feliz, which according to Wikipedia has a young, well-educated population. And when I first got to LA, my friend Daphne was kind enough to let me stay with her on the couch, and then she ended up going to Toronto for the Pan Am game, so I dropped her off with her car to the airport because she had picked me up, so it was kind of a nice way to pay it forward. And then I got to use her car for a few days. So one of the things I actually didn't use my car. I carpooled with a few Redditors, and we went up to Comic-Con. We didn't have tickets or anything, but I brought my Halloween costume from a few years back that was Wonder Woman, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to just make some fun videos of people in cool costumes. So I had a really cool video with myself and a couple stormtroopers, and it was fun. It seemed natural. I did over 20 videos with people. It wasn't my first one, and I thought that one really represented the day well, so I put that up in its entirety. It was about 2 minutes. And it was actually one of my most viewed YouTube videos, which was really cool because I posted it in our Toronto because I was representing, Canada and all that fun stuff, and people seem to enjoy it, which is nice. So I'll try to find an interesting follow-up video. I don't know how I'm going to top Wonder Woman interviewing 2 stormtroopers, but maybe I should just try to put that out of my mind and just, keep going, even if it's something a little bit more vanilla. I guess stormtroopers aren't really vanilla. Well, they were white in color, so maybe they are vanilla. It doesn't matter. So after I got back from Comic-Con, and a little bit of the jet lag started to wear off a bit, because there was one day, the travel day, usually you're not sleeping too well, and maybe you're getting up early or you're arriving late. So on Sunday, so I went to Comic-Con on Saturday. On Sunday, so I arrived Thursday morning. Friday was a zombie. Saturday, Comic-Con. Sunday, I decided to start going to open mics. So there's this really cool website called the Comedy Bureau, and it has a list of all the open mics that are in LA. So I went to a couple on Sunday. One in LA, there's a little bit more of either pay to go on or 1 drink limit, and some of them are free with no drink limit, so you kind of have to figure out what circuits you can afford. But for the first show I went to, it was a $5 to get on for 5 minutes, but it was a really fun room. I met some fun people. A girl named Sally hosted that, so it was a nice entry into my first set. And of course I took a picture with her when we Instagrammed it, but that's not a big deal. And then the second set I did was actually at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room. And that was really fun because you put all your names in a bucket, and then he pulls them, and there's more names than time allows, but he does some cool segments. So one of the segments was actually just first to the room, everyone first to the room, come up on stage. Best joke is to do their 3 minutes right after. And my joke won for best joke, which was awesome. So then I got to do my 3 minutes that night, so that was fun. And then the next day, I did 4 open mics, just sweeping around the city on Tuesday I did 5 because it was my kind of last day of having Daphne's car, so I really wanted to make a go of it, and I got lucky with a couple autos. And then on Wednesday I did a couple before picking Daphne up at the airport, and then yesterday was Thursday and I did a couple shows as well. So I'm trying to go out every single night that I can because my job start date did get moved back to the middle of August because my social security number hadn't arrived in the mail. So I went to the Social Security office the first day I arrived. They said, oh, like, we don't really know what to do with your file. Like, come back in a couple weeks. So I was kind of like, oh man, this is not ideal. So I made a GoFundMe actually for anybody that had come to like a free comedy show of mine at the Ossington, or just seen me around town and likes me, just to help me a little bit with this kind of a month of being unemployed that I thought I was going to make a couple grand in American dollars. And people were kind enough to donate, which was fabulous. So that's kind of taken a little bit of the pressure off, because then I went to the Social Security office yesterday and they're like, okay, your number hasn't even been verified yet. So I was like, oh man. They're like, okay, call this number tomorrow. Here's your reference number, because I crossed the border in Niagara Falls, and that's where I applied for my Social Security number. So this morning I got up and I called the Social Security office in Niagara Falls, and the woman said, okay, yeah, now it has been verified. So that's good. So now the card is being generated, and then she said it'll be mailed out in 7 to 10 days. So I should be getting it, fingers crossed, before the end of August. And then I'll need to then have the card to take my driver's license test, because I need my driver's license for my job as well. So it is starting to come together. I really hope that I'm not gonna have to start a month after August, so fingers crossed, but at least the ball is rolling, things are moving, and it will be coming in the mail soon, and then I will be able to take my driver's license test once I get it. So I'm sure everything will sort itself out. But in the meantime, while I'm here and I have a lot of free time and I don't want to be bored and I don't want to be lonely, I've been just, trying to hit as many open mics as I can, meeting a lot of people. It was nice just to buy stuff for the apartment that I haven't, I've never had to, I've never moved into a place by myself before. This is the first time I've ever lived alone. So it was just kind of interesting going to the dollar store and just picking up things just to start myself off in this apartment, like laundry detergent, dryer sheets, soap, toothpaste. I know it doesn't sound that glamorous, but I was actually pretty excited to buy these things, to have them for this cute little place here in kind of like the Los Feliz area. And it's been nice. The weather's nice. It's sunny every day. Apparently it is supposed to rain on the weekend, so we shall see. My friend Daphne's birthday's tomorrow night, so I'll take the night off and kind of go there and have some fun with her. And yeah, it's just been nice kind of diving right into working super hard, because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to sit down and watch Netflix all day. I'm here to really kind of work hard and meet some cool creative people. And I don't know, I had an idea for a theme for a podcast. And a lot of people are like, oh, do you podcast? And I've done a few podcasts, but I've never started my own podcast. And you kind of think, well, where do I start? How do I begin? And I was got home and was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and then this idea for a podcast came to my mind. And so I'm going to reach out to a few people that I've met here and see if they're interested, and if they are, maybe start rolling out with this theme, because all you have to do is just start executing. If you have an idea, just execute on it. What's the worst that can happen? You execute on it and you don't like it, so you change it, or you execute on something and you love it, and then you run with it. So I think just when you have ideas or passions or things like that, just don't put them off. Don't say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Just start getting the things you need, reaching out to the people, and just start executing on it, because that's really the quickest way to figure out kind of which direction that you want to move forward. But yeah, so this is me, my first week in LA. I've had a lot of fun. I feel in my gut and in my heart that right now this is the place that I want to be, and I'm very happy to be here. And this has been your next edition of Stand Up Diaries. I have been Michelle Christine.